It kind of has a Shawshank feeling. You dig? Probably gonna feel it tomorrow, but you know what we ain't gonna do? We ain't gonna give up today.
Sweet home Bama-Lamba, where the creek runs deep. Moonshine dreams, secrets the pines keep. Front porch picking and the whippoorwills cry under that wide open Arkansas sky.
We had a different direction this morning. We was gonna go with it, but the weather's just playing tricks with us. So we decided we're gonna tackle something else.
Yeah. There's potential that any one of these storms that is passing by us could become a severe storm. As a matter of fact, they wanted people in our area to be aware of the potential of a tornado in one of these storms. So we're just not gonna set up outside.
Sun is rising far and wide, a golden road and I'm the ride. Each step I take I greet the day, a song of life lights up my way. Oh, I'm alive, the morning sings with every breath, and my spirit springs, the simple truth, it feels so sweet. Grateful heart and dancing feet.
A mockingbird in a cedar tree calls out a tune just for me. The dew is fresh, the air is bright. I'm holding on to this delight.
Oh, I'm alive, the morning sings with every breath.
Well, it looks like we gotta tackle some inside projects today because of the thunderstorms that we're dealing with.
Well, it's not just thunderstorms. There could be tornadoes in those things.
Yeah.
It's severe storms. Yeah, so we could try to set up outside, but we have some inside work, and we've been hitting it hard anyways. From every angle, whether it's an emotional angle or a physical angle, it doesn't really matter. It seems like we are hitting a lot of things head on right now.
Yeah.
So that being said, I want to do something that's going to bring some almost instant gratification.
Oh my gosh. How many degrees do you think it is up here?
Probably 100. Ha! How about that? How hot is it?
100 degrees.
100. Woo! We need 2 of them, yeah? You want to use your brand spanking new one, Denise Only Purdy brush for the paint? Mm-hmm. You have to clean it afterwards.
Okay.
It's not worth it. You may as well just hang that on the wall. It's not like, you may as well not even use it until we're ready to paint the Taj Mahal.
Dancing barefoot in the morning sun, sweet tea dripping till the day's begun. Whistling tunes as the pine trees hum, feel the beat of life can't come undone. Golden horizons light up the view, every step forward feels brand new. Hand in hand with the earth and sky, together we'll soar, let the spirit fly. Fireflies glowing like a lantern lit, stories unravel where the fire pit sits. Hard times fade as we sing and play, the rhythm's alive in this endless day. The wind's got a melody we can't ignore, a harmonica whispers at the heart's coarse core. String by string we and the fiddle cries, echoes of joy in the countryside. From the roots we bring what's pure and wild, free spirits roam with a carefree smile. Golden horizons light up the view, every step forward feels brand new. Hand in hand with the earth and sky, together we'll soar, let the spirit fly.
On our little break, I decided to come out and check on these little chickens, see how they're doing. We did end up letting them out, I think it was 2 days ago at evening time. We've only had to catch a couple of them, but they seem to be adapting pretty good. What's up, little ones? What's up, little ones? We do have quite a few roosters in that flock. You see the big combs. Alright, so she is happy now. She has a tendency to come make noise at me when she wants something, which is usually food. So there's just very few left to let out. You guys be nice. You looking better? I don't know if you could see the talons on him, but they're big. So a lot of you guys have been asking about the eagle, and we haven't seen it around. Of course, we've been pretty busy too, so our tent is falling apart. Back to the eagle. So a lot of you guys have been asking about the eagle, and we have not seen it around. I do think that it met its match. So about 2 weeks ago, I seen Rooster was pretty messed up. That big chicken that I was just showing with the big tail feathers. He is our oldest rooster. He came with the property. I didn't know he was a rooster at the time. But he is the protector of these chickens. And I think he fought something off. It may have been the eagle or a hawk. But his comb was pretty messed up. It was all black. And so were his little, and it looked like beak. So either he was fighting with one of the other roosters really bad, which maybe.
All right, guys, we decided we are not going to drag drops around because most of our drops are like pretty dirty right now. We need to do a good cleaning. Just so happens I got a bunch of this short paper that we bought for projects throughout the years and never needed all of it. So I've got some of it. So we're just gonna stretch this stuff across the floor to catch my messy drip drips. I've already got some on the perimeter, the exterior perimeter of the house. I got in trouble for it by the owner. She didn't like it. She said, don't get no more down there. So we're gonna try not to get any more down there for now, yeah? We're gonna use this.
Probably just
Why is it acting? I'm just gonna pull it off of that. I would still use it if, so I had one of these that was malfunctioning. I wonder if this is the one. Remember? It'll probably stick. No way. See, that's what I'm afraid. This tape is probably toast. Man. Alright, so I grabbed a roll of blue tape. It's there over there somewhere.
Sad days.
Yeah, it'll work for hand sticking, but just not pulling off the roll very well. That's pulling off nicely though, yeah. It's just this stuff don't stick as well.
Dancing barefoot in the morning sun, sweet tea dripping till the day's begun. Whistling tunes as the pine trees hum, feel the beat of life can't come undone. Golden horizons light up the view, every step forward feels brand new. Hand in hand with the earth and sky, together we'll soar, let the spirit fly. Fireflies glowing like a lantern lit, stories unravel where the fire pit sits. Hard times fade as we sing and play, the rhythm's alive in this endless day. The wind's got a melody we can't ignore, a harmonica whispers at the heart's coarse core. String by string we craft our tune, underneath the sweet southern moon. Golden horizons light up the view, every step forward feels brand new. Hand in hand with the earth and sky, together we'll soar, let the spirit fly. Barnyard parties and the fiddle cries, echoes of joy in the countryside. From the roots we bring what's pure and wild, free spirits roam with a carefree smile. Golden horizons light up the view, every step forward feels brand new. Hand in hand with the earth and sky, together we'll soar, let the spirit fly. sweet pine trees I start to climb. Moonlight dances through the haze, simple nights and endless days. Dreaming down in Arkansas, where the dirt roads hold no flaw. Fields of gold, they hum a song, a place my heart has known so long. The breeze, it whispers through the grain, soft reminders of summer rain. Fireflies, they light the way, guiding me to where I'll stay. Dreaming down in Arkansas, where the dirt roads hold no flaw. Fields of gold, they hum a song, a place my heart has known so long. No city light, no big parade, just nature's choir that serenades. Barefoot steps on gravel's edge, a sacred vow, a lifelong pledge. Cedar skies, they paint the view, a canvas stretched in country hues. Familiar scars, the land still shows stories etched where the river flows.
The wind was getting it a little bit ago. Yeah, look at that. Look straight up.
Here we are. We just finished up dinner, guys.
Yeah, we got our first coat on. So we got our first coat of primer from this corner all the way around for the drywall. And our first coat of paint, because we already had that primed, on both of the block walls. Now, because it's not our first rodeo, we thought ahead to have our primer tinted as closely to the color that we are using, which turned out to be a little bit darker than I was hoping for, so it might create changes down the road, but not for this area. Anyways, my point was our primer is tinted, so we should be able to just start right here because that's the furthest point away. We have at least 2 hours of dry time. We're going to start going right around this thing, and we're just going to go all the way around with paint because I don't need 2 coats of primer on here. I've got a good coat on it. We're just gonna bang-a-rang on this sucker and see if we can't get this thing done tonight.
Yeah, I think we will. It shouldn't take us very long to get through it.
No.
Even though I was like, maybe we should do it tomorrow, but you know, we can't. We got other things to do. So we're gonna rock this out.
Yeah, we're gonna rock the cast spa.
Yeah.
All right then. All right, guys, let's get her done. I just want to holler and say something right quick, man, because I always forget every single time. If you're not already subscribed right now, would be a perfect time. It would help us out greatly, and we'll love you for it. And if you have a notion to share our video, man, give us a thumbs up and holler down below. What color would you put with this gray, or would you not even use it? Because I'm starting to get that feeling, you know what I mean? This is what we'll call isolation room. It kind of has a Shawshank feeling. You dig? All
Feels
right.
a little gray in here, guys.
Yeah. All right. We love gray, man.
I do. I just...
Earl Grey's tea, man. We drink tea, and there's some Earl Grey. We don't drink it, though.
It may look really good out in the main area when there's more lighting and windows.
Yeah. In here, it will also probably look very well with white cabinets.
Right. And I'm thinking that that'll make it pop. So we're really actually really happy that we started in here. Yeah. Just because we're just not sure now what we're going to do in the main area. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We do enjoy this color. It has been a color that we've used in the past. Yep. It was actually an accent wall color, not main color, so.
No, we actually picked this one. We did. Oh, yes, we've always ever used it before as an accent. Yeah.
It goes really good with agreeable gray, so maybe we will do that one, because agreeable gray is not white, but you can't tell. You can't tell with that one.
Only way you can tell is when you put it against white.
Right.
So, that being said, an accent wall can be a lighter color. It's just typically a dark color, but it can be a light color. But this color here is going to be very forgiving in a dirty basement.
And that's why we picked it, you guys. We were going back and forth about it in the beginning, like, what color should we pick, and the reasons why we should or shouldn't pick a light or dark color. So we went with something that was kind of in the middle. Nobody wants like a brown drab color, but a dark gray is kind of...
very forgiving.
It's forgiving, but it's not very spirit lifting either, so...
Well, that's where all of your accent pieces come in, right? This is just the background. So whatever we decide to do, maybe we do some fancy schmancy trim work on the walls. Who knows what we'll do? So we do know that it can't all be this gray though. Yeah? We'll figure it out from there. I need to clean my glasses, and then we need to get this started before it's too late.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and clean your glasses. You know what? I was actually thinking about it, and I kind of remember, I'll have to go back and review some of the footage, but this gray was actually supposed to be with 2 other colors. So it may work with cabinetry, especially since we want to do white. I don't know, but then we might do wood too, so who knows?
This is a pantry. So what you want is something that if a jar was to break.
Yeah, we'll do white in here for sure.
You don't want colors that are going to reveal the stains easy. So a dark color is perfect in here. The white cabinetry will just pop a little bit, but I think you want your pantry to be dark and cool. So this is going to be all light robbing for sure. So, but if we did have a light in here that wasn't like these ones,
it'd make a difference.
It would make a huge difference. And it looks clean and crisp and sharp and cold and steely. Just the way I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah.
Feels good to be back painting.
We're probably going to feel it tomorrow, but you know what we ain't going to do? We ain't going to give up today. All right, this is some laid back, easy work in here, guys.
All right, we're going to slam this out.
We're going to play a little bit of Jama Lama. You know what I mean?
It's already 8:20 at night, y'all.
It is 8 o'clock at night, almost 8:30. We got to put chickens away. Maybe we ought to put them chickens away now and come back up and put this
Okay,
last
yeah,
couple.
we'll do that.
All right, guys, we'll be back in a minute.
Sky's pretty clear, although they are saying look out for tornadoes still, so.
My dogs are already barking.
Yeah, me too. I was in my slippers, the ones that aren't comfortable. It's like a terrible.
Yeah, on our concrete floors.
I didn't collect eggs again.
Well, I want to get this painting done, so.
I know. Good night, chickens.
You sure you want to do this painting?
Yeah, we can get it.
You know we don't have to.
I know.
It's 8:30 at night, almost 9, and it wouldn't hurt to let that stuff dry just a little bit longer. But if you think you got it in you and you want to push, then we'll push it.
I mean, if we don't have to,
We don't ever have
I'm cashed.
Yeah, let's cash it out.
Like my muscles are so tired, like I'm about to get the flu or something.
Oh, well, you was sick earlier, guys. It's not. Last night I had a bad run. This morning you had well, it was later on in the day. You had a bad run. Real bad run.
It hit me like a freight train and
Yeah, so
it's coming out everywhere.
maybe those mushrooms got us. I doubt it, though, because we ate them before and it didn't do anything. Maybe
Twice.
it was the onions that got us, but I doubt that because we ate it before that, too. So, that being said, I'm pretty sure it's probably something else. We may have picked up a bug. It could have just been, who knows?